it's Aenslee Tanner here with some quick mental skills tips to help you improve your performance and reach your fullest potential. I thought a good place to start this video series is by helping you start to understand the incredible potential you have available to you up here. Now, there's no scientist in the world who completely understands everything about how our brains work, and there are still many mysteries that we have yet to explain. But in recent years, we have learned quite a bit about what our minds are truly capable of. I'm excited to share these sometimes surprising findings with you, with the hopes that they will expand your vision of what's possible for you and your performance, both in sport and in life. And we'll be capitalizing on what the research has discovered in the mental skills training we do going forward, as well as with the coaching approach that the coaches will take in working with you. All right, let's get to it. Here are 3 amazing facts about your mind that you need to know now. Number 1, your brain is constantly changing. The brain you have today is different than the brain you had yesterday. The brain is continually generating new cells and modifying the connections or pathways between them. This phenomenon is known as neuroplasticity, and it's doing this anytime it's exposed to new information, new experiences, thinking, emotions, so on and so on. You change your behavior, you create a change in your brain. You practice a skill, you create a change in your brain. You change where you focus your attention, you create a change in the brain. Every one of those changes opens up new possibilities, new connections in your brain for you to build on. And this happens to everyone, no matter what age you are. Some people might seem to undergo more changes faster because they push themselves to experience and practice more new things, while others might stay put in their comfortable old patterns of thinking and behaving. But that's a choice you can make. And the more you understand about your brain, the more choices you'll have available to you. Coursera has a free course called Learning How to Learn, which does a great job of explaining how the brain changes through learning and provides tips that can make learning easier. I really recommend checking it out. Number 2, our mindset influences how much we are able to learn and accomplish. From the shape of your skull to the size of your foot, your body's physical characteristics are more or less entirely predetermined from birth. But what about intellectual or physical abilities like playing lacrosse, drawing, or solving math problems? Scientists have discovered that our mindset plays a crucial role in what we are able to learn and accomplish. Mindsets are beliefs about yourself and your most basic qualities. People with what's known as a fixed mindset believe that they are born naturally gifted at doing some things, but utterly incapable of others, and that nothing can change that. They feel they must prove themselves over and over, trying to look smart and talented at all costs. But this is the path of stagnation. People with a growth mindset, on the other hand, see their qualities as things that can be developed through their dedication and effort. Sure, they're happy if they're brainy or talented, but that's just the starting point. They understand that no one has ever accomplished great things without years of passionate practice and learning. This is the path of opportunity and success. The good news? Even if you have a fixed mindset right now, with practice you can change to a growth mindset and open up a whole new world of possibilities for yourself. I recommend checking out the book Mindset by Carol Dweck to learn more about this. Number 3, even small changes can make a big difference. Especially when it comes to the mental side of your performance, small shifts can make a big difference. A little change in perspective, a new inspiring goal, a renewed sense of personal commitment. That could be all it takes to start to see measurable changes in performance, which will add up over time. Something we touched on in our first mental skills workshop was about verbalizing our appreciation to others. Simply speaking up about good things that we notice can make a big difference to the performance of others, and therefore the team. Building on this, I'd like to challenge you to try a little experiment. Pick a time once a week, say Sunday night, to write down in a notebook 3 to 5 specific things for which you are grateful. For example, instead of writing something generic like, I'm grateful for my family, you might write, I appreciate that my dad left his work early so that he could cheer me on during my game. Or instead of, my presentation was awesome, you might write, I'm proud that I had the courage and composure to deliver a successful presentation to my boss. Researchers have shown that even a seemingly small gratitude practice like this can help us feel more resilient, happier, reduce anxiety, and more. Keep that log once a week for at least 6 weeks and let me know what shifts you start to notice. In closing, I just want to remind you about the importance of execution. It's one thing to read or watch something interesting, but information alone does not equal transformation. We must act on what we know. So by all means, go ahead and dig into the resources I mentioned and then find ways to experiment with and implement what you learn. Try out the gratitude exercise. Mention the good stuff you notice people doing. Work on cultivating a growth mindset in all areas of your life. Research has shown that people make the biggest improvements in performance through actively getting involved with what they are learning. For example, a baby doesn't learn to walk from reading a manual on walking. She learns from giving it a go, falling down, getting back up, and trying again. She does it again and again until it's second nature. Sometimes as we get older, we get self-conscious about trying new things because we're focused on what other people will think if we fail, rather than on what we stand to gain. But if we'd had that perspective as a child, we'd have never have advanced past crawling. Your coaching staff are committed to cultivating a safe, supportive environment for you to be able to experiment and reach your fullest potential in the High Performance Program. If you have any questions or want any support, please reach out to any of us. I'd also like to encourage you to be conscious about creating a safe, encouraging environment for your fellow players to do the same. All right, that's all I have for you for right now. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to hearing how you get on.